episode here where I'm talking of some personal issues that I have. Some might already know through the back doors that I'm actually a fan, big fan of slot machine games. And there was a good article that my father sent me today, so, to which I had to respond that unfortunately I had replayed also, and I lost a ton. I lost a ton of money because I was already under credit for ever since like 2015 or 16, 2016. Well, even in 2014, 2015, I was like in a major depression, and I didn't have any money. I was on credit also. Um, so I had almost like $3,800 to pay only. $3,800 left that I had to pay. I don't know if it was recording since the beginning. So as I was saying, I've been having a slot machine addiction because I've been programming for so long already, ever since 2015-ish. Back then I was not playing Casino. I started playing in 2018, I think. And ever since it's been so hard. It's exactly like the guy is saying here, that um, his brain has registered that when he was at the end of the role, in despair, that's when he was gonna win. And he says he thinks that he was always going at the end of the role because it had already worked. So, and he kept losing anyway. So the only difference is that I was going on legal casinos, as far as I understand. Online casinos are accepted to play from Canada, and it's the same thing, really. And when you start losing, like you put 50, you're like $50, you're like, you lose it, you're like, fuck this, man, I'm gonna try again. It's bullshit that didn't work this time around. And you try at $50, and you haven't played for a long time, and you just do that and deposit your first 50, you're done. It's too late. You should stop that moment. The problem is for me, what started it all this time around was that I was tired to program, and like and feeling that I had like zero recognition. Although people were downloading my things, maybe they had just nothing to say because it was already functional for them, so they didn't need to comment or leave a comment or things like that, or because I never really asked people to leave comments either. I'm certainly really happy when I see clonings of my repos on GitHub and views and stuff like that. I'm very happy about that. So ever since the end of 2015, approximately, that I had started to play. In 2016, I was just starting to want to be a little bit more serious, so I registered to Team Treehouse. I think in February, or near the summer there, and I think I didn't even do more than like total week of going there and checking, for a tutorial, and it was great. The teachers were awesome there at Team Treehouse. Man, you have no idea how I was a sponge for those like for that week or something. Like I amassed like a couple of points at Team Treehouse, in not that long of a time, because I got tired. I got tired already. I wanted to go back coding. So we've got 1,532 points. So at Team Treehouse, and back then, with the knowledge that I had learned of JavaScript already, and I wanted to start modding a game, so I started modding a game while playing it with my brother, and knowing that it was in JavaScript. It was a void expense, and I had started modding void expense, so I did a couple of things in void expense, I did some procedural icon generator for void expense. I was trying to do, and that's really recent. You know, it might be that's recent work here, and you know, I'm trying to not only mod void expense from JavaScript from their engine, but also on my end with what I had learned in voxels and virtual desktop to try and merge, I would say, my development or my own stuff with void expense or any other moddable games that would also be possible. But me personally wanted to do it with void expense because that's the game that I had started to mod. So unfortunately, I did this development in hiatus for the moment. Um, but that's what I was doing in 2016, modding void expanse and dicking around in Unity a little bit here and there in Blender, and moved on in 2017, to also not do Team Treehouse, and so you 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 can see my development on my IMGBB around that void expense modding around my own development, also in programming. So in the history of humankind, there has been a lot of slot machine people, that have been addicted, and all of us, we have a reason for going there again, and mostly it's for entertainment, because there's nothing that beats sometimes epic music with the ability to win money. There's nothing that beats it, and it's really sad that unfortunately, I lived through it once, so I think I know that I'm definitely able to live through it twice. You see, you hear me stressed a little bit, and that's just because I actually told my father when I told him, just okay, I'm supposed to receive a check also, for my stupid sickness there that I'm this tendonitis on my forearm, which is also my bicep on the right arm. So I should by the end of the month, I'd say, be able to pay my bills. But it always goes back to this moment where you're in deep trouble basically, and it's just as worse, if not worse, than this dude. That shared this article there for La Presse, a Quebec journal website and news site. So it's really sad, because also I'm like a compulsive programmer, really compulsive, maybe in general. I don't know. Like, I like to finish what I start, and the hours that I spent on this just to get to this point, you have no idea how much hours that is. It's a lot of hours. So, and nothing is perfect yet. So imagine, so there's a lot of things left to finish. So I'm very happy about that, because there's still work left to be done. But am I a sadomasochist or something? Like a masochist? Like I like to hurt myself or something? Well, maybe, I don't know. When you think about it, it depends of, how you've lived your life, how people have been treating you. And when sometimes, there are toxicity in the environment, or the atmosphere where you are, that just worsens your stability in those situations where you might fall again, because your entertainment is to a point where you're almost depressed and you need something to get out of that misery, because your current thing that you're doing, your hobby, or if you're programming nonstop, it generates no returns high enough in terms of entertainment. It doesn't bring you enough, so you have to get out of that moment. And unfortunately, if you've fallen once, it's worse for you because, well, it's worse. I mean, it's anybody can get attracted to that and fall into that. So I suggest that you don't. If you're inside of it, and my part of I know you're part of the story there, and those games are just fucking epic. You have no idea how epic the music is. The games are epic on the online casinos around the world, not just in this province. Quebec, I barely played the game here. I played the games here twice. I was in online legal. Legal is in, it was authorized. If you were in Canada, you could gamble on those websites. So from the Google search page, I was trying to be careful most of the time still. So, yeah, so it's a sad story, when you think about it. Some other people say, well, that guy's a kid with his money. Well, it's not, I think it's the most disgraceful thing to say to someone, especially when they're 40 years old or however, the age is, because it's so much not that and so much more of, how your life is shit. How much you live a life of shit, that you have no entertainment and nothing, and that, you say at some point, well, fuck this, man, I'm gonna see if I can, the luck is gonna be on my side, and somehow the luck is always on your side at the most opportune moments, and somehow at the most probable moments where the luck should be there, it's never there. So, that's why I always rant on the casinos online, but it's epic. It's just epic, their games and their things, so very difficult to get out of that. So, I worked hard last year, like super hard, and arrête! So, yeah, so my dog had a good time yesterday outside. He really wants to go outside today too. So now let me just finish what I was saying. So I don't wish for anybody to fall into that trap. I don't wish that for anybody to be to a point where nothing, nothing entertains them as much as playing those games, to the point where they don't give a fuck about the money and what the money means and what the money is. They don't give a fuck. They just want that cash to play those epic games, those fucking epic games. It gives you entertainment when you're winning, of course, to the point where you don't want to quit. So it's really sad because I was almost there. I was almost at, zero credit depth. I was almost there. I was almost there. You have no idea how that would have changed my life. So I'm back to a stressful moment of my life again, but I'm happy maybe about that, if you would say that I'm a masochist, because being at the end of the roll like that and having to program my ass off thinking that programming is going to get me out of trouble, that someday I'm going to make a revenue out of it, and while having that state of mind, I had programmed some very, very good programs. So you would say that the stress level of that moment is back. I would say it's literally back. Now I'm thinking, okay, well, with programming, maybe I stand a chance in life. I don't know. Because, well, especially if I push, if I keep pushing, if I keep developing, if I keep trying, I might stand a chance. But, I have to put that in second gear here because we've got like all unfinished stuff. Everything is unfinished. We got like a virtual desktop that we virtual desktop that is working, but unfortunately my best version right now is working only for the game. It was made to work for the game void expense because that's what I wanted to do. So there's plenty of things that I should revert a little tiny little bit to make my non-void expense version available for. I don't even think that I released that. Actually, I think I didn't even release it, man. So yeah, and I think that at some point during my stream, my father is gonna come and he's gonna want to be speaking to me and all that stuff. But I wrote quite a bit of details also, about my programming, and I'm like, just try to put yourself in my state of mind right now with everything that I've done in programming. That it's still shit. It's still shit because there's thousands and thousands of people that are successful, and that and I'm not there yet because I'm not successful, because I've not made a revenue, because Patreon.com I've got 0 subscribers, Twitter I've got 0 subscribers, I've got 0 subscribers on YouTube, I've got like nothing that generates anything from what I'm doing right now. So I'm not successful, but I did, I developed functional programming at least. There's plenty of photos that don't work. This is pissing me off. So yeah, so plenty of unfinished things. Yeah, so here, background modding. Yeah, well, that's the thing. So yeah, I released it, okay, but expensive. This one here. Let me just check. I just want to check something. Okay. Let me just check if back up. Yeah, so this one here. Okay, we're just gonna start void expense 2 seconds. So we're back to that stressful moment. And yeah, that's it. Okay, I have to do my exercises also now because I have a job waiting for me, and I'm supposed to go back to work also. So that's still there as a stressful element also, because I cannot return back to work and get bigger amounts of money because I'm sick. I've got that stupid thing here in the bicep and forearm tendonitis there, so stressful moment. But here, just install the mod. It crashes something. One moment. So, where's void expense? Okay, it's right here. So, one moment. Oops. So, let me fix this. Okay, if I can. I open my program. So yeah, frustrating things, and it happens. It's just that critics sometimes are so hurtful you have no freaking idea, and sometimes they are not stupid. Yeah. So like this. Like this. We're just gonna do this like that, and we're gonna do this like that here. Yeah, we're just gonna try to fix this. One moment. Maybe I should do an update for void expense. You know, that's also a program that I forgot to update. My latest development of I don't even 6 months ago. It's yeah. Oops. We're just gonna see if I can at least load my mod, but we have also to fix atomic torch, void expense, mods config. It's probably broken. Crap. So it's broken. So where's my atomic torch stuff? Who touched that? Where is it? Right here. The full mod fusioning. No. API. A current. I don't even know if I posted my VE API. It's schizophrenic. So, where's my mods config? So we don't have that here, so we're gonna go in newer desktop. Yay. The mods. So we have someone. Well, roll off perception. Yeah. 2022. The last backup. Let's config. Take this here. Oh, no. Now we need this and this here. This, and what we're gonna do is do a copy of this, like right here now, because otherwise it gets trashed. And we have to quit void expense. And now we are going to reopen void expense. And now is void expense using my mod. No, it's trashed. Oops. So now it's trashed. Oh, oops. Forgot the step here. My bad. No, not here. So, I think I hear my father here. Just one moment. take a little break, people. So thanks for watching.